We're back. How exciting. It's been a whole week. What is probably not a large surprise, we're gonna go to Chambers. Because we're hella dry. We're hella dry. We're gonna go see if we can fix it. Bring it back from the edge. We'll see. Oh, what is happening right now? Okay. Computer's being a little weird. Hopefully it doesn't translate to needing to restart the stream. We'll see. We will see. I close every additional program I can. I still have one open. I still have the picture of us getting our 1 mega rare. Just keeping it up. It's like my computer background. Not my computer background yet, but it's pretty close to being. It's just been up all week. I'm just look at it like, one day we'll see another mega rare. Right. So why Chambers? Why not Yama? I'll probably talk about this again later, but I feel like Yama's not really offering a whole lot, frankly, for us, for the account's progression. It's exciting, it's new, it's fancy, but it's really not helpful. If we got super spooned, got everything from Yama, I presently don't really know what it would change in what we're doing outside of Yama. I don't even know if it would change anything we're doing in Yama, to be honest. There's really nothing there that's going to change the trajectory of our account. Now, that's not to say there's nothing useful there. Tob will benefit from getting the Oath armor. The Twin Flame, is it Twin Flame? Whatever the horn is, will probably be beneficial in some way. But you know, you think about all the different scenarios that we get up to right now, and none of them really need stuff Arma. Yama offers. We actually do have an Arma task. So, the stuff we're up to presently doesn't need better melee / gear. It's unfortunate, but it is true. Double check this, make sure it's okay. Calibrated. Been watching some Yama gameplay. I keep saying Arma. Some Yama gameplay. I've been checking it out. It doesn't look terrible. It does look akin to Fosani's. I get why they made that comparison. It's a lot of specific movement and stuff. It looks kind of fun. I don't know. It looks okay. The drop rates don't seem terrible. I don't know if the wiki's been wiki words. I don't know if the wiki's been able to like kind of calculate based on what is the drop rate project. They have a thing that tracks what people get if people sign up. I don't know if the wiki's been able to kind of piece together the drop rates, the unofficial drop rates. But I do know that it looks like it's pretty reasonable. I've seen people get spooned items already, which is nice, and the drive protection there is nice. I really wish the community was better about letting Jagex go and tinker with Fosani again under the guise of this is good content and the old content kind of sucks. But we don't. For some reason, we don't. I don't really personally feel like it's much of an accomplishment to be super unemployed, but for some reason that's what we've decided we need to honor. Oh, they have the contracts added to the wiki. That's cool. Neat. I'm gonna grab the seeds. It'll be faster this way than any other way. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Looking at the contracts they've got on here. I think it's an interesting concept. We'll see how it plays out, but it's interesting. Just as rare for the rare items. It's a crack ball. Who'd have thought? I guess I'll drop something else. What did I drop? I dropped something wrong. Oh no, I brought 2 staminas and less. Well, of all things, it's okay. Less bruise on a raid that doesn't have Vespula is going to be okay. Yeah. I don't love that they still don't have Chaos runes, but they added Wrath runes, so that's something, I guess. I'm not blown away. Cabbage. Oh, you can get demon dung. That's neat. A black bead. Wow. I'm not blown away by the drop table here. I know it's gonna be like, this is worth 150,000 each time because the uniques bump it up nicely, and because gems are for some reason worth something different. I don't know why there's so many emeralds, man. What in the world? 14 emeralds. Ugh. I can't be bothered to use emeralds anymore. People keep saying that solo is more difficult than duo. Like, it's just wildly more difficult than duo. And I don't know, it just doesn't look that much more difficult. Maybe I'm being silly. Maybe it's a whole thing. But if your DPS is good, I would think that solo would keep you cooking. Right? I would think. It looks like it would. Alright, well, that's that room. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna grab my bruise. I really worry about Muddadiles. These days, I don't trust them. Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about with the lag. Can't be doing that at all. We really only need to get through this room. After this, Muddadiles will provide some prayer. And Muddadiles, with how much we drink, will just make it so we're gonna have to drink our super restores. Why is the frame rate so bad? Looks really sluggish. Oh, that's the right one. I thought we got the Sicily. All right. Moving on. We got 60 run energy. We'll just do it in the back room here. Get all the goods in the bag. Smoke runes from Yama. I don't know. It's fine. The alkables are kind of handy. Just free cash. And then the resource drops were like to keep you so you can fight again, which I think is weird. Not weird, but like I didn't expect it to be a multi-go, you know? But I guess that's an option. You can do more than one if you like, if you fancy. Why does it seem like the ghost is in a different spot than usual? Give me the tree. Real slow here. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're good. We're fine. As long as we can just hold up against, yeah, that. A couple of these big boys. Really can't be hitting 20s when I'm in the middle of losing 10s there, guy. Pal. One more. One more. Oh, jeez. You missed. Okay. I think we just take... We'll just take it all for now. Yeah, let's grab the mushroom. We'll need it. I think that's all we'll need though, yeah. Oh, I guess we really don't need it. We usually make 5 and we got 7 from the last one. That's okay. Let's move. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's a problem. We can't do like that, man. What is this? I don't understand the lag. Alright, we'll probably just restart, I guess. Try restarting the whole computer. This is not great. No reason it should be doing this. What in the world? Yes. Okay, garbage, but big one. No. It's doable. Hey! Wait. Really? You had one left. Wait, were these switched around, the thralls? Why does it seem like they were switched around? I don't know, man. Sorry, I'm just trying to see online if there's like anything about it happening from this update. We don't need the overload we're running with right now. It doesn't matter. My goodness. Okay. Focus. It's fine. We have that. Okay, great. So we don't need anything else really. We don't need the revite. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's just crabs. Just crabs in this room, so we can eat this. Is it the world we're on? I don't ever remember logging into a weird world. Dum dum. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's usually a pretty normal one, right? 370 is fishing trawler, but it's American world. It's an East Coast world. Do not understand why we've been getting hit with lag. Hate you so much. Little crab. I don't even know what to do, what to say. If this persists, we're just gonna have wasted a whole raid. Which just sucks. Hope it doesn't, I guess. Oh! Thank you. What's up, Allison? But specifically the baby version. Okay, you can't even see the stack. Come on, just one. Thank you. Been good. How you been? It's been forever. I don't think we've ever spoken. I don't know. I've been good. Oh crap. I've been good. Beautiful. We'll see at the end of this how I'm doing. Depends on how the next few minutes of raiding unfolds. Yeah. How you been? How have you been? Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. How have you been? What are you up to these days? Bum, bum, bum. One seed? Two seed? One spade. Rivens, there's some art stuff. Nice. Bro, the art stuff is ridiculous. We get people in the stream all the time who are trying to sell art stuff. They just come in and follow or subscribe. Well, they don't really subscribe. They'll follow or they'll like act like they've been around for a while, you know? And then they'll try to sell art. And I just don't buy art from random people online. It's rough, but good luck. It's rough out there. Good luck. Especially if you're trying to sell it. I know it's a hot market. Everybody's always asking. Yeah, it's crazy. It's too much, really. All right, I'm gonna go get coffee. Then we're gonna finish the raid. I'll be right back. See you in a second. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Gotta keep the coffee coming. Yeah, so I think we'll do this raid. We'll finish Ulm, and then, hate to say it, but I think we'll restart everything. I don't know why we're lagging so badly. This might totally be a terrible time because of the lag. So we'll do this, we'll restart, and then we'll just carry on. Sucks, but what can you do? Okay, pots, check. Suppose we could also exit all of the extra screens we have. There we go. Thank you. It's good to be here. Let's grab our potions and grab our stuff. Blue, blue, green, green, blue, blue, green, green, blue, blue, pink, black. 3 of those, 1 of these. 3 of those, 1 of these. Where are you from? The U.S. Indiana. I'm in Indiana. Not originally from Indiana, but it's where I reside currently. So that is where I am. Originally from Illinois, so just right next door. Oh, it's a very different time there. Just 5:13 in the morning here. You guys are like, what, middle of the day kind of stuff? It's crazy different. There's a couple streamers I like from the UK, and they'll be like, oh, good morning. I'm like, bruh, it is no longer that time. It is, or they're usually like good afternoon or good evening or something like that, and then I'll be like, bro, it is not. Oh boy. Run, run. Beautiful. I just feel like the thralls are backwards. Why are they backwards? Did I reorder them? There's no way I reordered them. It's morning for me. Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. here though. It's like for you, it's like a normal morning. Like you just wake up at a normal time and you're here. For me, it's like wake up at the booty crack of dawn. Before dawn. Dawn doesn't come for a few hours. No, but necessary, you know. I prefer it. I like when it's really quiet in the morning. I get my best, I feel like my best self early. I like to go to the gym early. I like to stream early. Yeah, 10:15. See, you could be thinking about lunch right now or brunch. If I was thinking about lunch, it's crazy. It's 5 a.m. Like, why are you talking about lunch? Absolute bananas. Absolute nonsensory to think about lunch right now. Okay, we're going to lose the thrall. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to ride it out. There we go. Beautiful. We're in cycle. So do you play old school? It's a UK based game. Oh, it's right in front of me. You can't, if you can't see it, it's right in front of me. Oh yeah, you can't see it. It's right in front of me. It's just too hot to be drinking right now. Why do you care? If you're in the UK, you're probably like offended that it's not tea, right? That's why I keep putting my hands over here to warm them up. Just keep touching it to make sure, like toasting my little fingers on it. Oh, it's too hot. Well, what's up, girl? How you doing, Zordy? What's up? How's it been? That meme was funny. I love those summoning memes. Those are always good. Let's see if I bet it's too hot to drink, but here it is. Scoot, scoot. Oh crap! I drank too much of the stamina potion. We're going too fast now. We got too much stamina. Actually, we did do that. That's way too hot. We did do that last phase really quickly. So now we have too much stamina. Oh no! There we go. Too much special. One bonk. I love it. I think they're so funny. Have you seen the original? Zordy, this is baby Allison. So if you were trying to see Allison today, this is the baby one. Don't think this is Allison. I love the original. It's so random. It's so funny. It's so stupid. It's not random. It's just stupid. I love it. I love when stuff like that gets in the popular culture or like meme culture. It's not really pop culture, I guess. And then I feel like I want to like show it to my girl, and then I have to do the lore or something. Be like, this is where this meme comes from. We're summoning stuff because of the stupid dance and song. Yeah, she's not sorry. Well, it's literally in your name, so that's weird. That's why I call him Zordy, because it's in his name. I guess we could just call him the. Yeah, then you just have to sit on it. You just have to be like, well, it's funny, but you won't get to know about it. Sorry, babe. Nope. Why not? We'll just wait till the teleports to show up. I think it's a 3-step. I think I'm screwing this up right now. Yep. We're screwing it up in real time. Oh, next week, huh? Standard workout plan procedure start next week. Can we take it? Nope. Let's just take it. There we go. Now we can overload. How's that stamina? It did okay. You know what? I'll give you a pass on this instance. Oh, thanks. Welcome to the server. We don't really use it much. I'm really bad about that. Just bad about life stuff, server stuff, just stuff. Crap. Good about streaming regularly. That feels like some sort of accomplishment. I don't know if it is, but it sure does feel like one. There we go. The worst part is we could have just sipped that potion. Now it's just on the ground instead. It's the worst part. You have an Instagram? I do. It's around somewhere. I think it's the same name as mine on here. Zordy, we were talking about earlier how some people show up and they try to act like your friend and they sell art because Allison was saying she has art or she's been working on her art. I don't remember, Allison, you say you were selling art or are you just working on your art? Not that Allison's one of those people, but she said that she knows those people, which is nice because it's nice to, you know, have someone else in the industry who's aware of how annoying it is when people just show up to random streams and try to sell stuff. But she was saying that she's aware of it, which I think is cool. I think it'd be nice if people on the inside said to knock it off. They were like, hey, everyone hates it when we do this, so we gotta stop. This is gonna be a 3. Yeah, we do 3. Oh. Wait, you do stream art or you stream doing art? Streaming doing art would probably be cool. Not that I would watch it. I don't watch a lot of streams, but it'd probably be a cool watch, right? Like real Bob Ross business. We're in the cycle. Yay. Oh, you just wouldn't for it. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You obviously wouldn't do that. Oh boy. Crap. Crap. The most stressful moment of my life. This is it right here. Being in the delivery room when our baby was born. Nope. This is it. Whole life has led to this. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Oh, that was nice. We love that screeching sound. That means we're doing real damage for right now. Just lazy lady putting together puzzles. Would be kind of nice. I bet that'd be pretty cool. Pretty chill if they're like chatting nicely in the background. Missed it. I think we were chanced at some point in there. There's a chance we were chanced. I really don't have time to think about it. We gotta shred off another 100 health here. What game do you play most? Oh, certainly not this one. I would say maybe Fortnite. Probably Fortnite. The one with my heart. That's the game I'm playing. Is that Backstreet Boys? Who's tearing up my heart? The Backstreet, or is that in sync? I forget. Not that it matters. There it is. The white lights. You tried Marvel Rivals? No, I've never played Marvel Rivals. I'm not a big fan of the frozen grapes are good. I'm not a big fan of the. We got the Oath plate at 56 solos. Nice. Isn't it? It's not frequent that I listen to either of them. Wow, no, sorry. I don't like I haven't tried Marvel Rivals. I'm not a big fan of the group. What is that called? There's a name for it when you have a group like that shooter. DBD, Dragon Balls, duos, Dig Boy Dig, Delicious Baby Donuts. What is DBD? Dead by Daylight. Oh, no. See, I don't like horror games. I don't. Oof. I get jumpy. I swear a lot. I can't handle. I have a low threshold for that stuff, so it doesn't exist. Yeah, that doesn't exist to me. I forget about that whole thing. Until Dawn, Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil. I've played Outlast, and I hated it. And it was fun, and I hated it. But I do not. We did one on the stream. What did we do on the stream? Maybe it was Blair Witch. We did one. I streamed one years ago for Halloween. But no, I don't play horror games. Not really my cup of tea. Do you love anime? I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it sufficiently to say that I love it. I liked what I've seen in anime, but I always feel like I can't talk about it, you know? He absolutely adores anime. He's always going on and on. He jumps in the stream and says, let's play that British game and talk about anime. You guys, let's anime it up. I always say, that's amazing. Ah, touches the soul, baby. Zordy, are you doing Yama? Are you going to be over there? Mr. I bonded up this week. Will I see you at Yama? Cubic was bothering me to do Yama. He thinks I have PVM skills, I guess. He thinks I'm late game PVM skilled. He's not online, though. That's good. Yes, I don't want to do Yama. Which I told him. Well, I didn't tell him I didn't want to do it. I told him I don't see any point. Oh, zoom. I guess, I don't know if you can do Yama, Zordy. I don't know what kind of skills you got anymore. It's been a long time. You probably have sufficient skills. I guess the skills, maybe. Probably need a Demon Bane weapon, and then you'd be off to the races. Off to the kill. Oof. Give your follow back on Instagram? Maybe. Depends on if I like what you've done on Instagram. Oh no, the last person who I met who came through and told me to follow him back on Instagram just unfollowed me. So I had to unfollow them. There was somebody when I was streaming, and we started chatting in game, and they asked if I was streaming, and I was like, yeah, actually I am. Or if they asked if I was on YouTube or something like that, and I was like, I'm actually streaming. And so we started chatting, and then they jumped to the stream, and then they followed me on Instagram and asked me to follow them back, and then they just unfollowed me. Not immediately, but like over time, they unfollowed me. And I was like, why are we doing this? Why are you trying to lure me into looking at your stupid content? It wasn't even that good of content, TBH. It was like modeling photo shoot stuff, and it was pretty middle of the road. I said we were going to restart after the last raid, but it seems like we're doing okay. I didn't follow you back. I don't know, dude. Probably not. I don't really Instagram very much, to be honest. There's a good chance. I don't think I followed my grandma back, to be honest. I just don't do it. I don't do the Instagram. It's true. It's not my social media of choice. I was showing my wife here. I said, look at his muscles. He's jacked. He's not even part of the 1,000 pound club. Look at this clown. Look at this goober. Look at this absolute idiot. That's the goal for the year, is the 1,000 pound club, which sucks because it means I have to. Ooh, I hate that that's random damage. I'm not like them. Oh, yeah, you're in. Bruh, it's not possible. I'm the only one. I'm convinced I'm the only one who's ever touched this game and lifted a dumbbell. It's true. It's true. No one can deny. Actually, I think there are actually some RuneScape streamers who do both of those things. I think Foe, I was going to say, I think Foe was ex-military. I think Tasty has been getting in shape, and I think EVscape has been on a weight loss journey for the past little while. So that's just not true. It's just fake news. Just lie. But otherwise, other than those guys who are, you know, famously some of the top YouTube streamers and content creators, yeah, I think it's just me. Okay, we need to stop this. This complete malarkey. Why are you biting me? And spitting. And spitting at biting range. That's 50-50, because I feel like the RuneScape certainly has a breed of streamer who, we're just going to die. We're just going to get ourselves killed. I feel like there's certainly ones who are kind of like, you know, devil's lettuce enjoyers and chill kind of people. There's some of those in the pack. So skinny and healthy are not synonymous in this instance, I don't think. Please stop following me around, you little weirdo. Alfie. I don't watch Alfie. I'm aware of his existence. There are some people like that, yeah. Skritic, if you know who Skritic is, he seems like a healthy little fellow. This is going to get me killed, isn't it? Please don't bite me. Skritic's a healthy lad, healthy looking lad. Like he's a normal, he's got a normal body type. He doesn't look grossly skinny or fat or anything, any weird. Never leaves his chair. That's how I felt about, which I know it's not true, but what's his name? Mudkip. Mudkip is so devoted to some of the worst grinds. Just, I'm just going to start a UIM. Oh, I'm just going to go make a GIM. Oh, I'm just going to do another terrible grind. Like, good lord, buddy. You gotta see the sun, man, at least once in your life. All right, have a great, well, breakfast, I guess. I probably won't, to be honest, but I might, if I remember. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that was a lot of pain. We love monodiles. Who else is there? Who are the other suspects? Guess we should drink the potion. I cannot say that I've ever seen Alfie. I've never watched one of his streams long enough to see. I've never watched one of his streams, I don't think. I think I've just, I don't know if you do that. You just have somebody, you just write them off as a person that you don't enjoy their content. I think that's what I've done with Alfie. Through no fault of his own. It's just me. Just me being a bad little person. I don't need the prayer and answer. Just gotta go kill Ice Demon. Mystics and Tightrope after Tecton? Oh, bully. What a fun time. How neat. I don't know why I brought the overload. Pooped his pants. What? It's not funny. That's kind of funny. Gross. Obviously, there's no monkey. Homeboy's got to see the sun. Kirby. He's another one who looks. Sometimes in the RuneScape community, it's not about being fat. It's just like you look like you need to go outside. You look like you need to eat more vegetables and some steak and some chicken and just go outside. pick up something heavy. Yeah, we're all went through. What? That's funny. Yeah, the number 2 defendant. That's disgusting. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal that joke from you, who stole it from the guy. We're just gonna keep lifting and reusing the joke, regifting that same joke. My brother isn't a fan of P. Diddy, but he likes to reference, before all this went down, he'd just reference P. Diddy. So I'm just gonna throw that at him. It'll be fun, he'll make him giggle. We'll throw him off. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's such dad humor. Way to fall into it there, Zordy. Way to lean into the future that you live. The life you have laid out in front of you. Who's next? Tecton? So we can afford 1 hammer. 1 measly hammer. Tecton, Mystics, Tightrope. Okay, so we'll just do this without the overload, and then we'll take the overload from Tecton. Why is this out of order? Hammer. No hammer. Zordy, you gotta go to Yama so then you can blow your twin flame horn when we do raids. Ah! They're really... That's so stupid. I love when you're playing games like that and something really dumb happens and it's just the funniest thing in the world. My brother and I were playing Fortnite on the like community created content, and one of them is a giant map, like a giant racetrack, where one team is cars or trucks and they're trying to run over cars. So if they, it's like cat and mouse, you know. So if you're in truck team, you try to hit all the people on car team and break their little cars. And my brother and I were on car team, and so we're running from these truckers. And my brother was the last person alive on our team, and he figured out that he could stand, because it's user-made content, so it's not always proofed the best. It's not tested as well as maybe it could be. He figured out that if he stood next to one of the tunnels in the game, like up on a ledge next to the tunnel, the trucks couldn't get him, so they couldn't kill him because nobody had guns, so they couldn't kill him. So he just, once his car was destroyed, he just stood there, and we just watched truck after truck throw themselves over the edge to try to clip him and knock him off, but they couldn't because he was just like, you know, in a certain kind of way. It was just, I was just dying laughing. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I thought it was so funny. I was just busting up laughing for like 5 minutes as all these people just semis, you know? Semi after semi just yeeted themselves over the edge to try to just clip him. He's just standing there. Incredible. Not the Yin Yang twins. Wow. It's been 45 years. I guess we could have brought the overload. Probably should bring the overload. We're just going to go back and get it and just go back and forth, back and forth. Zordy, if it's not a Lemonade Mouth concert, I'm not interested. That's all I care about. The classics. That's all I care about. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 yeet. Bye potion. Yin Yang twins. What am I doing? I guess we're just gonna hammer. We're not gonna have time to do anything else. I figured out that I can do Corp on mobile, by the way. In case you're like, hey, one of the goals for the year was to kill Corp. How's that going? Slightly better, as of yesterday when I discovered this. Like, obviously you can do anything on mobile that you can do in the main game, but I can do it on mobile. I'm done on mobile. Oh, man, that's too bad. That's okay. It was kind of, came out at the time when I was getting over Disney Channel. Like a little too old, you know, and you're like, this is kind of stupid. But High School Musical, my goodness, that was right there. I was in the cut for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That important affairs, you know, going on at that time in life. Please? terrible. We did a lot of hits, man. I think I was similar, yeah. I think it's the same. I don't know, I kind of graduated a bit early. I had to start taking some of those, I don't know if your school offered like early college courses from like a local community college. We're like, I'm taking early college courses, and everybody else is actually dumber than you are. That's what I was taking. Where they're like, oh, you can walk over to the local community college. So I was taking some of those at the time. So I don't know. It's hard to track exactly when I graduated because I was kind of over the high school part of high school before my high school friends were done with high school. Okay. Obviously in some ways, because in other ways, I'm still playing games from back then. They're probably still playing games from back then. Left 4 Dead's still around. We are low health for having to deal with mystics and tightrope after this. I guess we can just drink the Cerebrus. That's why we have 3,000 of them in the bank. Bonk. Can we get a big hit, please? Like a real... There we go. There we go. Oh, I got another Onyx from Tecton this week. If you're trying to think of things to pray for, my sanity could be on your list. We don't need this overload. We really don't need much of this. Oh no. This is a scav room. It's the last scav. I like saying the last scav because it feels like I'm saying the last dab. Hot one. My brothers and I are playing Valheim tomorrow. My brother sent this, I would say lengthy message with like how he wants to play the game. He wants to make some changes to how, I guess, death mechanics work and portals. He thinks we should play with portals. I don't know what those things mean because I haven't played Valheim in years, but I guess he might have been Googling it or something and he's like, I can read the message. But he was like not real particular, but really advocating for these 2 particular things, like changing death mechanics and changing portals, which I think, my understanding is portals are always just part of the base game. Like you get portals on, you just get to play with portals. I don't know, maybe I'm misunderstanding because I really haven't looked into the game much. You come over here and punch me in the face. I'm gonna be very upset. I am upset. Freshman years in college courses, basically complete the general seeing. Yeah, there we go. I failed every class. Whoops. 8.8. Wow. Less than 1. If you've got any math done, you know that's less than 1. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least he was honest. He said, listen, man, I don't know where you've been, but apparently your head is all the way up your butt. So, stop doing that, and maybe you'll be good at all this school. But if you put your head out, look around, take in all the school, you'll be able to do school. And you said, what? School? And he said, yeah, dude, look. And you said, oh, I can do this. I assume after that, you just jumped to being a straight A student and graduated with honors, happily ever after, etc., etc. We already grabbed boot shoes, didn't we? I don't remember. It's been a long raid. We gotta do tightrope. And it's getting longer. Love tightrope. Who did we just hit? Okay. My freshman year was nothing special. I remember I took, because my birthday's at a weird time of the year, I took driver's ed before a lot of my friends. I was learning to drive early. Jay's played sports, did it. Yep. There he goes. Look at you. You said, am I dumb? And he said, no. Focus up. And you said, oh, I have to do the homework. I have to do school to pass school. And he said, yeah, bro. And you said, got it. I'll do it. My bad. My bad, G. I'll do some school. Well, that'll do it too. 50-50, I guess. They either go up or down. They probably won't stay the same. Actually, to school, that also helps. That probably helps the grades. The grades went up, surprisingly. I don't know. They're like, if you're in class, you get to see the work we're working through, and then I'm like, oh, I can see what we're talking about before I have to be tested on it. I don't just have to make stuff up. I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're hitting the trifecta, I don't know how she'd complain. If you're doing school, you're physically active, you know, you're healthy. What's she gonna say? What's she gonna say? I guess you could have a moral objection or a legal one. That's fine. Like, obviously, if you were, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Shoplifting. There's what I was like. Thieving, but it's shoplifting. If you were thieving, if you were shoplifting while getting better grades, she's gonna be like, excuse me, mister. You can't be stealing. So there's a legal objection to be made, but she's not making it. Yeah, that's... I'm not gonna say it's fine, but like, pick your battles, you know? Pick your battles. I think we take an extra gourd here for the fam. Just one little extra gourd. One little gourdy for Zordy. One little gourdy. One little pig. I remember... Ooh, fancy. I've not had a similar experience ever. Actually, the most similar experience I had was, I remember... This is going to be a stupid example, so get ready. I remember when I was talking to my mom. So after college, I got into like self-help kind of stuff. Not like I needed help, but like I just thought it was interesting. Some of the conversations people had and like ways people were looking at life and thinking about things. So I read, you know, like some of Tim Ferriss's books, and not Tony Robbins. I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's a bit much. But at any rate, was digging into that kind of stuff, like what I consider to be interesting self-help and philosophy and life stuff. And diet and money and just learning. I mean, really, just learning. Reading about conversations people had that I wasn't ever thinking about people having. Because, you know, in high school and college, you don't really think about, like, what does it mean to be happy? Except for, like, in a dumb kind of way. But, like, what does it mean as an adult to be happy? What does it mean to stop working a dead-end job? So I was reading those kinds of books. And I remember had been reading about health and keto. It was on the rise. And I remember my mom and I were talking on the phone. And she was like, have you heard of this keto thing? I was like, I'm actually doing it. I'm really trying it. And she's like, oh my God, it's been so helpful for me. So we discovered each other was doing keto rather than smoking weed, which is very different and not the same at all. But just kind of funny that's as close as I've gotten to something similar. And then we did keto together until we, you know, didn't. Boom, boom. Told you it was going to be a dumb one. Oh, boom, 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 boom. I've had people in my family who were very negatively impacted by drugs and alcohol. So that's always been like pretty off the table for us. I say for us as though it's like still applicable for me. But there was ample reason not to growing up, and so it just kind of never became part of my like things I was interested in. For better or for worse. We probably could have avoided that one if we had just kept running. This is the very intense music we run home to. Ooh, somebody got the ancient D'hide body. Sad. You need the ancient D'hide shield, my guy. The only way. Do you want to run that elite glue after this? No! Not at all, actually. I'm really looking forward to the 5 clue stackability update, which I assume is going to come next week because it really can't be that hard. But that'll make it so we don't have to worry about clues ever. While streaming, we don't have to worry about juggling or any of that business. If we get another clue here, I guess we could juggle, and then if we get a third, I'm just going to have to run them. That's too many. 3 is too many. But we'll be able to have 5 off the bat. I've done all the pre-requirements, the prerequisites. Completed so many mimic kills. Completed so many of the different categories of clue. We're in the clear. Going back. And the end? No. Let's just summon a thrall. Let's just see what happens if we summon one. Very little. I'm gonna do a 3-step here and we'll be good. This is back to the 4. Ugh. 2. Ugh. See, this is how I mean, is like we had people who did that before I was born, before I was in the picture. And so we had people, not meth, but other substances were used. And so it's just been a major turnoff. Just all of it, top to bottom, has been like, we don't do that. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Where it's like, you get something in your life, I don't know, your parents smoke, or you have drugs around in some way, and sometimes I've seen people who are so repulsed by it that they just live their whole life staunchly opposed, and then I've seen other people who are like, just kind of get into it because their parents are into it. It's so interesting just how people work, I think. We talked about that the other day, just like understanding people and why they're doing what they're doing. Well, that's just sucked. I don't even know if that thrall can hit. We'll find out. Oh boy. Yeah, he just hit a 1. Alright, range away then, little fellow. Range away. What's up, Patrick? Patrick, we're not doing Yama, so if you came here to bother me about Yama and say, hey, why aren't you doing Yama? You know Yama's out right now. Why is it Yama prep if Yama's out? We're Yama prepping because we need Ancestral. That's Yama prep for me. Have you done Yama? Are you going? Went to jail and rehab. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see people like that. Happy you're not doing Yama. I don't want to, dude. I mean, I do, but like, I'm okay. It looks fine. It looks fun. Goodness, dude. That's intense. I'm same, honestly. Like, I'll watch more of it, but every time content comes out in this game, I like to see it. Well, not every time. Sometimes I like to just completely go in raw, but I like to see it, you know, day 1, day 3, kind of figure out what it's about, what it's up to, how does it play, and then, oh crap, are you kidding me? Okay, pop one of those, I guess, and then I just don't have anything to do with it until I'm ready to do it, which is where I'm at with Yama right now. Like, I'll get back to it. I'll care about it eventually. We're just gonna assume that was a 4-step. It is not. Help! We're out of cycle. It's just screwing up. Got a perfectly good raid right there. We're good. That's fine. I fixed it. It drops Oath Plate or something. I think it's called Oath Plate. It's armor that's as strong, strength bonus, has the strength bonus of Bandos armor, but it has a very large slash accuracy bonus. So the idea is you'll use it as in-game armor alongside Torva in places where bosses have a lot of slash defense, but you have to slash them. So, theater, you'll use it at Tob, which is why I said at the top of the stream, I don't really have any interest in doing Tobs. I don't really have any interest in doing Yama. So, there's a horn that it drops, and the horn gives people around you a big accuracy boost. So your next melee hit within 6 seconds, I think, will land. It will be successful, which is good again for like this raid for landing hammers. That's it for me, for practically speaking. That's it. There aren't a lot of places I need a big accuracy check, accuracy boost. Oh, what else does it provide? There are worms. It drops worms that increase the rate at which you catch anglerfish. Pretty much it. It doesn't seem terrible, but it's certainly nothing that I need presently. I guess if I was still doing Vardorvis, I guess I do need to do Vardorvis, don't I? Well, I guess if I was grinding Vardorvis for the pet, like presently, you know, as opposed to just whenever, sporadically. If we were primarily focused on Vardorvis, maybe I'd go there and try to get some Oath Plate to add to the mix. But, yeah, just probably not going to be there for a little while. I feel like Ancestral's just strides ahead. Like, I need Ancestral. It's going to make a difference at Yama, and Yama will make no difference here. I can't figure out how to make the horn make any sense here. It has a long cooldown on it, so I'm not really sure. It's also not something you can transfer between regular accounts to irons, which I don't know why that is. I guess because the whole idea of iron is you stand alone. I get that, but like, I don't know. I feel like we have to find where the limit to that is. It's just such a helpful thing. I think it drops in like a 3x3 radius, so it's everyone around gets a boost. Not applying it to irons seems strange to me. And GIMs have the same thing, where only the GIMs can transfer to other GIMs in the group. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I can't really figure out conceptually. Like, I guess the Iron Man always brings their horn if they're doing a raid with it. That would be the way. It's a little high on health over there. No, not a real big fan of that. Yeah, we're early. We can fix it though. Great. Good job, everyone. This is the cycle. Oh boy. There we go. Perfect. It's pretty good. All poison walks that I've completed considered. I'd say that's one of the better ones. Just need a 30. 27. I took off running like that just to avoid... Oh, we didn't even put on the necklace. Just to avoid if he does a flame wall. It's also very complicated. Ooh. It's so simple. Wow, that really does a number. I love how much it hurts. Sorry, how did your other thing turn out? I want to call it a speech. The board meeting that you had to attend. The school board meeting that you had to attend, that you totally had to attend, and you attended very, very intensely. Good. Up. Over. Up. Ugh. Whew. Aw. There was no lenience given, no grace, no nothing. Just an L, huh? Sad. Alright, let's pray to God something. Seriously, we're like literally, I think 60 raids dry right now. This is amazing. We're 559 KC. The last unique was 503. So we're 56 raids without anything, which is almost double the rate because we haven't died. We're very good at raiding. Why is this happening? I don't deserve this. I do deserve more coffee. Got this little thing. Oh no, is it a pet? I'm so excited. What is it? Oh, what a good pet. Congratulations. That is a good little pet. How How fun. I like that one a lot. Slightly jealous, but I do like that one. It's a good one. It's a Zulra pet, Zordy. In case you haven't clicked the link. 43? Didn't want to stress myself out. All right, fair. Yeah, fair. Yeah, just take the L. Take it in silence, I guess. That is so cool. Congrats. That is such a good little pet. It's also very uncommon. So 43 is ridiculous. Isn't it like 1 in 5? Just crazy. I think it's 1 in 5. That is one of the ones that I can't decide if I'm excited to grind it or not excited. I want a T-bow, just for the, my goodness, the expense of using a shadow there would be absolutely ridiculous. T-bow would help. I think for just, that is a drop. You got a drop. That's a drop. Do you have any uniques there? At 43 KC, is that the only unique item you have? Well, I tell you what, though, the chance of you getting another pet now is very low. It's not very common that you get. Sorry. Do you have... oh, no. He's got the ads. Oh, no. Bye. Bye. He's got ads. He's got to go. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess if they're ads, I'll go get coffee, and then we can go again. But that'll leverage that time. So, back in a jiff. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I had to ask if you had any uniques there other than the pet, other than the one that's, well, I guess Zulra has those 2 mutagens. So not the most rare, but one of the most rare. Oh, pickaxe. Let's go. So other than that, no. Wow, that is very, I mean, both very cool and very sad. They're not uncommon, though. All the drops there are pretty easy to come by. I would have taken a 43 KC pet. I think my blowpipe was close to that. It was like 30 or 40 something. It was before the 50 where you start paying. So I would have rather had the pet. I've had plenty of blowpipes in my day. I've not had so many pets. Go. Oops. No damage. Yeah, what a dummy. Calling a mutagen first. What an absolute idiot. I really am excited to do Zulra when I have a T-bow. I think it'll be fun to just do all mobile and just work all the way through. It's so simple once you have mega rares. So it's like 30, 40-second kills. And I know the drops are super uncommon, like a mutagen is 1 in thousands. I think it'll be fun. The heaps of money that you'll make there, that I'll make, all the clues, all the scales, and we'll never have to go back. Oh, the ways we'll get cut free to play the game once we have a mega rare. Sure, we could do a shadow, but that's very expensive. Okay, good job, everyone. Let's go grab our potion. Up next is Guardians, and then some puzzle room that's not thieving. Could be crabs, could be tie rope. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. We're gonna drink the overload. Melee. Oh, I forgot about that. So you have a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I could. Forgot about that. Whoops. That's okay. Why am I getting text at this? But it's Bay. She's asking me to go check on little homie. Yep. All right, I gotta go check on little homie. Last we didn't drink the overload. I'll be right back. Or, you know, it'll be a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna have to wrap up because apparently I'm hanging with little homie, and apparently Yama is getting nerfed. So look into that if you care. The oath plate is getting the drop rate reduced. So if you haven't done Yama, I don't know if it's too late or if that's coming in this update, but we'll have to check. So I'm gonna go. If you're lurking, feel free to follow or subscribe. Got to hang out with little homie this morning, so I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.